What is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video. Alright, so we've got a lot to talk about here today. So Riddler Q has been on a roll. He has been talking. He's been dropping hints left and right. Some stuff that could pertain to the next game coming out for Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? Interesting stuff there. Interesting conversations being had there. We got some stuff pertaining to what could be going down in Blueberry Academy, or aka the Teal Mask. Not the Teal Mask, Indigo Disc. I keep forgetting those names. One of them could be the release date. You know what I'm saying? Definitely could be interesting. I've been talking about that for a long time. But of course, we want to continue getting videos like this from me. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that good stuff that YouTube requires you to do to continue getting videos. Particularly subscribe, because, you know, apparently 91% of you guys are not subscribed. I could have swore that number was smaller, like last time I checked it, which was like probably like 5 months ago. So but I know we've had some pretty big videos. I had a 1,000 view video recently, so that could be throwing off the number a little bit. But definitely hit the subscribe button. Come hop on the wave, man. My goal is to get to at least 1,300 before the end of the year. I'm not gonna try nothing crazy. I was gonna say let's try to get 2,000, and I'm like, nah, it took me this long to get 1,000. Let me temper my expectations a little bit. So let's get on into it. All right, so we're gonna start off with the Indigo Mask. So I did say there was some stuff about the release of Indigo Mask that could be Indigo Disc. It could be interesting. So this was floating around, I believe about a couple days ago. I picked it up. And it says, the story continues as you become an exchange student and visit Blueberry Academy. Most of this unusual school is located underwater, and its curriculum emphasizes Pokemon battling. The Indigo Disc is stated for a release of winter 2023, release date subject to change. And that's the thing a lot of people were talking about. You know what I'm saying? Release date subject to change. So maybe... now I don't remember if this was part of like the official marketing, like when it first like dropped, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember talking about this when it first dropped, and they said Indigo Disc was coming out winter, and I was like, that seems kind of quick after Teal Mask, you know what I'm saying? And I feel a lot of people feel like they might be preferencing or preparing people for a possible delay in Indigo Disc, which would be interesting. I can already see a whole lot of people getting mad and be like, I paid for the DLC and now the DLC gonna get delayed. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But then those same people will also be mad when the DLC comes out and it doesn't fix the issues in the game, or there's a new bug or something like that. There's a low resolution tree. So it is what it is. But yeah, there's a good chance that the Indigo Disc does not drop this year. Which to me, honestly, I will be fine with it. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, if they can put more into it, or if they can, like, say, bring in an update that will fix some of the issues with the game, I'm totally fine with that. If they want to drop it, like, February, January, something like that, I'm cool. I already paid for it. I ain't worried about it. So, we get to the next one. So, Riddler Q posted this. It said, predict the title in 2 months, Palace or something else. What will the topic be? So now a lot of people have been, the speculation has been pretty wild on this one. Some people have been saying this is going to be about like the next, you know, the next game or something to that extent. But the key word here is Palace. So whenever you hear Riddler Q talk about Palace, he's talking about Indigo Disc. All right, so this could actually, you know, go back to the release date. Maybe the game comes out in 2 months. So maybe the game will come out like December. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if whenever he talks about Palace, he's talking about Indigo Disc, because Indigo Disc is going to be connected to the story of Urashima Tarō. All right. So of course, I think I've talked about this a couple times already. Urashima Tarō is the story of a man, a fisherman, who saves this turtle from some kids, and the turtle takes him to the Dragon Palace, which is this underwater civilization. It's a kingdom where the dragon god lives, and you know the turtle turns out to be a princess, like the Dragon King's daughter, and they're cool and they get married, and they live together, but then he gets homesick and he wants to go home. So before he leaves, she gives him a box, like a keepsake box, and says never to open it, and always remember her, you know. And so then he gets, you know, he wants to remember her, and he gets, you know, homesick for his dragon home, and he opens the box and turns into an old man. So that's the story of Urashima Tarō. And a lot of the references in Indigo Disc are going to be references to that story. Like, we already have one with Blueberry Academy being partially under the ocean, kind of like the Dragon Palace. So, all right, so this one right here, I was tripping off this because I was like, what is this? Why are these riddles getting more and more obscure, man? Come on, bro, you're making my job hard, man. my little hobby here, you're making it hard for me, man. So I had no idea what this was, but I did a little research. You know, I went around Twitter, went around Reddit. Turns out this is the QR code for Dino, the middle evolution of Hydreigon, right? And so this is the QR code for him. So a lot of people thinking, okay, well, maybe this is talking about Generation 5, because Hydreigon is from Generation 5, you know, and there's a lot of Generation 5 related rumors flying around. But then he posted another picture, and this was a footprint that turns out to be Dodrio. So I'm going to just go ahead and take a stab in the dark that this is related to the Dipplin evolution. Alright, or whatever that Pokemon from the Black and White Riddler we got a couple months ago. You know, that one that came in with the medical symbol riddle. You know what I'm saying? I think all these riddles are connected, right? And I think it's basically talking about a Pokemon that's going to have multiple heads and be a dragon. So it's going to be kind of like Hydreigon. And we all know that Dipplin is two creatures in one, technically. The tail is a different creature than the eyes. So more than likely that, you know, once that creature evolves again or fully evolves, then it's going to be a multi-headed dragon. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's a third dragon trapped in there too. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be a three-headed dragon. But I don't know if they'll make another three-headed dragon. Maybe this one's just going to be a two-headed dragon. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That right there is where I'm thinking he's going with this. I think all of this ties into the Dipplin evolution. That's going to be one of the Pokemon that we get in Indigo Disc. All right, so this one right here. Now, this actually kind of delayed the video because I got up to record the video and everything after I got finished doing all my other stuff, and then this dropped. Right, I was stupid enough to go to Twitter before I got started recording, and this dropped, so that kind of delayed the video a bit. So this video is late. Blame Riddler Q. So this dropped. So this actually came from the Chinese uncle. Now, if you don't know, I don't think I've ever mentioned this on the channel. The Chinese uncle and Riddler Q are two different people. All right. The Chinese uncle is the original Chinese leaker from all the way back in the day. All right. You know what I'm saying? And Riddler Q is the person who was, I believe Riddler Q was the connection for Centro, or like the translator or whatever for Centro for the leaks. And then something happened between Riddler Q and Centro, and then Q went out on his own and you know, blew up and became like the guy. You know what I'm saying? But this is the original Chinese leaker, and he put this on Weibo or Taibo, whatever one of their Chinese Twitter apps that they have. And so I had to try to find a translation, and finally, somebody posted one on Reddit. So this one says, and this one is Hatrimony. Okay, Hatrimony. It says, Uncle, that's just one of them. It doesn't mean that they're both like this. Question, what are both models? And Uncle, original Paradox, Black and White. So this could mean a myriad of different things. So this could be talking about a specific Pokemon. meaning that, you know, there's gonna be like a new paradox. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a Generation 5 Pokemon's gonna get a paradox. You know what I'm saying? And that both of the paradoxes not gonna be the same like the other paradoxes. Or this could be reference to the new games. So there is a rumor out there that there is another, you know, that the Generation 5 is getting a remake, and that they're going to do the same thing with Generation 5 that they did with Generation 4. So they're going to have a more true remake, which kind of like BDSP, and then they're going to have like more of an experimental remake, which is kind of like Legends Arceus. And that could be the reference of what he's saying here. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's just one of them. It doesn't mean that they're both like this. So it could be referencing, because everybody heard that the next rumor we're going to talk about, and they were going all crazy, like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? And so this could be him saying, like, oh, they're not both going to be like this. It's going to be different, you know? Now, the other thing is, maybe this could be a reference to Black and White and Black and White 2. So maybe they could do something like that where they remake, you know, one is kind of like Black and White and the other one's like Black and White 2. Because Generation 5 was all about the dichotomy between the two games. So, now the last rumor I wanted to talk about today is this one. So, Centro, now this all started with Centro. Alright, Centro said one leaker hinted at something with an authentic flavor using the phrase that Chinese community refers to, a faithful remake a la BDSP. And this started a whole crap storm. Everybody got mad. And so, of course, the rumor in question was from Riddler Q, and he posted this in Chinese that translates to original soup, original taste. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, people got mad. I took one response. People are like, he was like, oh my gosh, faithful remakes are a recipe for soulless reproductions. Give us unfaithful remakes like Heart Gold and Soul Silver and ORAS. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, you're right, but like Heart Gold and Soul Silver was not that much different from Gold and Silver. It was just really an update. Like, to be honest, it has more in common with BDSP than it does with ORAS. All right, because, you know, like Heart Gold and Soul Silver was literally an update of Gold and Silver to like the at the time modern graphics, which was the DS. So, I mean, they were kind of sort of faithful remakes. They had some elements in there. They had some new elements in there, and they had some like quality of life stuff. But for the most part, kind of the same. You know what I'm saying? Now, ORAS was good, and I'll admit it was pretty good as far as the remakes go. Personally, I mean, maybe they could lean away from remakes. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Generation 5. A lot of people were expecting Generation 5's remake to be like pixelated, like, you know, to go back to pixel. They're not gonna go back to pixels. Personally, if they do a BDSP-like game, I think it'll be alright. BDSP wasn't a bad game. It was just Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I mean, that's what it was. It was Pokemon Diamond and Pearl updated to modern graphics. Now, maybe I'm biased because Generation 4 is one of my favorite generations behind Generation 3. But to me, it wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, should we expect more from our remakes as Pokemon fans? Most definitely. But people got real mad over this. I might do a video, because I kind of like doing a video to the hate reactions that people have. Like, maybe this will be another Tears of the Haters video. That could be pretty interesting. Tears of the Haters, the salt for the salt gods. You know, everybody getting salty about Pokemon, the possibility of a faithful remake. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, though. The reason why they make faithful remakes like this is because of, you know, people who just want the original experience. And in Asia, or specifically Japan, there's a lot of people that just want to play that original experience upgraded to 3D graphics. A lot of them don't really need like all the extra bells and whistles. You know what I'm saying? Now, it would be great if they put Terra in there. Now, if they put Terra, terrestrialize in the game, that'd be pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest, like, I didn't really need BDSP to have like Dynamax in it, because I wasn't even a big fan of Dynamax in the first place. So it is what it is. Now, if they gave me a BDSP like version of Generation 5 with Tarō, that would be kind of lit. To be honest, that'd be kind of lit. I might accept that a little bit better. But tell me what you think in the comments. Am I wrong? You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong for saying that, you know, faithful remakes are okay? You know, am I right? Tell me in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real.